The story of how Emily was born. One day, Emily, she was born in a hospital. She looked very small and so adorable. She was a bit darker, and I was totally light. And I had a very happy with skincare. So one day, and then we went back home into our very small house. It wasn't that big, but it was okay. We prepared a room especially for Emily because we really wanted her to enjoy it, and it was actually very nice. And she wasn't born in a winter night, and she was crying a lot that night, so I had to. And then she finally stopped crying, and we put her to bed because me and Jacob were very tired. So we went to bed too, and we slept. And then the baby, Emily, she was crying even more. She was crying a lot that night, very much. So much, and it was very hard because I wasn't used to this. I usually would sleep in peace, and I decided because I had a crib in my own room. I had a crib just because I wanted to, because I was in my room and I wanted to check on Emily, and she was crying so much that night. So I decided we could calm her down and put her in this crib. And Jacob said she'll calm her down. And then he did, and he put her in the crib. And she actually fell asleep very good and peacefully that night. Then, next morning, we woke up and she was crying, and we decided we were going to feed her because she wasn't smelly at all. And we thought she was hungry, so we decided to make her baby food. And I just went and get the milk, and I was looking for a bowl, but I seemed to not have a bowl. Don't mind that. So then we just warmed the milk first. We warmed the milk, and I just decided to open the thing, and I just did whatever I could, and I decided to give her the baby food like that. I also was preparing some coffee for me and Jacob. I was looking for. I got tea for myself. Actually, coffee for Jacob. This is the coffee syrup. And then I decided to give it to Jacob. And then I took my cup and just put some tea in it because, I don't like to put coffee inside of my tea. I like tea. And I checked if this was okay, and it was actually pretty hot. It was so hot, it actually literally burned my finger. I think I put it in for too long, but so I definitely not going to give it to her. I tried again, and then it was perfect. I gave it to Emily, and she really enjoyed it. I think she was really hungry. That's why she was crying. And we ate our beautiful breakfast, delicious. And we fed the baby while we were eating too. At breakfast, I used to like to have my tea, then have a big breakfast, same as Jacob. Oops, don't mind that face. I didn't need it. We decided, and then I had to have a bath, and yeah, so Jacob had to take the baby and look after her, and then she started to smell. So then Jacob had to do her diaper, the first diaper change ever in his life. He never did it for his sister because his sister was younger. Her dad or mom would usually do it, but yeah. So it was his first ever diaper change, and yeah, he started playing with toys with Emily. Emily, she really enjoyed playing with him. Emily, she didn't really like this mouse toy for some reason. But anyways, then Jacob decided to put her in something. I don't know what he put her in, but I don't know what it's called. And we had a bunch of food in there. So basically, I had a shower because I was in the hospital and couldn't really have a shower for a while. I love having showers better than baths actually. So at that time, so I didn't really do much baths. But we had a bath anyway in our house, but I would use that for when I had a spare time, which I did have a lot, but I liked showers better because I felt more fresh. And I decided to do my skincare. I loved doing my skincare at that time. That's why I had very good skin. But now I got a bit tan, but it's fine. I really actually don't really mind being tan, but it's fine. But it's got a big difference. And I was a really happy girl at that time. And then I just decided to brush my teeth with this very nice Salou toothbrush. I actually was obsessed with Salou and Glance because it was like a very good brand. So many people love that brand, but I'm not sure about now. Actually, nowadays they still use it really good. It's really a good brand with their new it's still such a good brand in Toca Boca. So yeah, because there's actually not many other brands, but there are so few. But anyways, so then I got the baby for Jacob. Yeah, we were like a very happy family with Emily, and Emily, she literally changed my life. She was so adorable. So adorable. So, after 5 years, Emily, she was such a nice little girl. She loved playing with her toys in her room. She still loved her crib, and she was still potty training. So she still had a diaper, and she would usually do a lot of things in her diaper. So we still kept them. And I actually got glasses. I decided these blue ones, and I looked quite different than how I used to look. So yeah, I decided to and I was just doing makeup that day because I love to do makeup at that year more than skincare for some reason. But nowadays I like to both the same way. I was putting mascara on, and I wanted to go check on Emily, and she was having a lot of fun in her room. I haven't changed it since she was a baby, her room, because I thought it was really cute, and she still loved everything in her room. And, yeah. So, yeah. I told her to pack away her toys, so she just did, because whenever I told her to pack away her toys, she would always do it. Even her drawing is inside of the toy bin, which is quite funny, but it's okay. And yeah, so she really loved doing all of that. She actually loved cleaning a lot. So I decided to put her cream because she actually has to have sunscreen, and this is a very good body mist for toddlers. Even grown-ups can use it. And this is a very special cream for babies to make their skin very soft. And also I use it for toddlers. And Emily, she looked quite different than she does now. She had very dark hair, and she really loved scrambled eggs. And she had a very different style. She loved little cute stuff, and she would still sit in her baby chair. I don't know why. anyways, so I decided to cook her favorite scrambled eggs because it was her favorite thing ever. And I would always put salt and pepper on it and sometimes a bit of soy sauce. Yeah, and I'll give it to her like that for her breakfast. And I just already had my breakfast that day, and I wanted to have water because I was thirsty, and I decided to give Jacob some, and we decided all to sit at the table, and we were just talking nicely. I don't know why I opened the fridge, but because I opened it because she was hungry, Emily, so I gave her watermelon instead. So oh my gosh, it got a bit thirsty, and I washed the cups and put them back. So when Emily was 8, the twins were born in I think spring or autumn. I don't know. And then we took them home. I think it was autumn, and we took them home, and we actually got rid of Emily's old crib. I don't know. I accidentally dropped Emily inside of there. So yeah. And the twins always slept with us. And they were so cute. And Emily, I don't know how she felt, but she didn't really feel that happy. She thought that she was not going to be the favorite child anymore. And her room changed a little bit more, but she kept her carpet and but she got a new wardrobe and stuff. And she was crying and I could hear her. So me and Jacob went because we could hear her. So we went and checked on her, and we told her that we still love her because she is still our daughter. And as you can see, Emily, she still had her dark hair, and she really loved this headband of hers at that time. She would wear it every day. And Jacob, he changed his hairstyle a lot, and I did too. I looked so different. And so then it was all settled that we still loved her. And actually, when she was Ellie, she was younger, she really loved the beach. Yep, she loved her beach. And yeah, so it became nighttime, so we went to bed. We put her to bed, Emily, and we actually thought about that our house was very small and what would happen when the twins grow up. So then one day we actually moved houses, and Emily, she was a bit sad, but she got used to this house. It was a modern mansion. So we closed the door. Emily told me about this, and I told her not to worry, and she has a new room all to herself. She's not going to share. But she was still sad, so we decided that we went to show her, and she had her own bathroom. So we showed her this room, and then she got pretty happy about it. She really loved it. She thought it was an amazing room. So then we went to the lounge and kitchen because I didn't want to build the upper layer because, yeah. I decided to cook, and yeah, so we lived in this house for a long time. And I don't know why Emily was obsessed with her way of living, and she was learning a lot in this house and discovering a lot of different things. So 2 years later, when Emily was 10, the twins were 2 years old. And they had lots of fun. They loved playing with their toys so much. And yeah, they loved this hairstyle a lot. And I actually thought it was really cute. They were always fighting around with toys. I don't know why they would so much. And I was like a bit different too. But Jacob, he wasn't different at all. I told the twins not to get mad with each other. They could have this, but they didn't like it. And when I swapped them around, they were actually quite happy about it. So yeah, and I was so happy that they were happy now. So yeah, and yeah. So I was just cooking food, and then Emily and Jacob, they were watching the news. and there was like we used to live in Canada at this time, and then one day there was an upcoming tornado. So yeah, I did not live in Australia. I lived in Canada. It's not true. I was born in Australia, but I just wanted to make it up for the story. So yeah. So we saw about this, and Emily, she was so sad and she was crying. And after this, we actually decided to move to Australia because our house had been destroyed after this, and we went quickly. And we had to leave a lot of stuff at the house. So yeah, but Emily, she bought all her precious stuff. The twins were very confused about this. They did not know what was happening, and I let them get their toys. And Emily, she ran to go to her closet to get her backpack and pack her stuff. So she just put her pencil case, no, she did not put her whale thing because she thought it was like no use. And here, this was her bathroom. She just decided to put some things like her body spray. This was her favorite bathroom. Then we decided to quickly leave as soon as we could because we didn't want to get hit by the tornado. So we went down to our basement. And Alicia was so sad. We were all sad. The twins didn't know yet. They were so confused. And then I decided to tell them, and I told them about it. And they said, oh, they were like that. And I said, it's very sad that there's a tornado. And then they got a bit sad. And it was actually evening, and everyone, so a little later, everyone decided to go to bed because it was nighttime. And the toys, they packed their toys away in this drawer, and they went to bed, and we went to bed too. And you all know that's how we are now.